All right, guys, here are my boots, my work boots that I've been wearing for the last 3 years, 4 years. I got these first, and I got these on sale at Sears, and I really liked them. I don't usually buy Timberlands, but they actually have a pro boot, work boot that actually holds up. So I wore these almost every day, and I've climbed in them a few times. The only problem is the heel starts to break loose, and it's foam, and so it starts to tear up. So I put some silicone in there, sealant. So if you can find something that seal that heel, that's gonna make the boots last a little bit longer. And so I decided to look around, and they actually have a pro, more like a cowboy boot, work boot with a steel toe or composite toe, and I wore these for like a year or almost a year and a half, and they've held up well. And what I like about these, you can rinse them off, wipe them down, and you can still go out. I mean, you don't have to like they still look decent even after you've worked. I mean, this one doesn't because I kicked the toe down to the composite, but look at this boot. I mean, this doesn't look bad. You put a pair of jeans over it and it still looks decent. Take them off, rinse them off with the hose. I do use, like, when they get really nasty, I've used like Awesome from the dollar store, just scrubbed them down and rinsed them, and you can see the leather's getting kind of dried out. So I'm gonna use some mink oil and kind of just try to condition them a little bit and put some of that oil back in them, so it maybe prolong the life of the boot. And the same way with these, you really don't have to worry about anything but the top part of the boot. So I'm gonna go ahead and oil these up before I go to work. And I really need a cloth or something, but let me grab a towel or something real quick. That way I don't get it all over the place. I'm just going to use a paper towel because I don't have any rags handy. Actually, let me go grab a rag too. Hold on a second. Got an old rag I can use. Gotta go sell some firewood this morning. Customer, so I'm kind of in a hurry here. Started this a little bit too late, but I just wanted to get this done before I went to work. So I'm just gonna rub a little oil on here. It darkens it up, but it really helps the leather, especially when you got boots that last and you clean them. You want to try to put some of that oil back in there, because usually like a toothbrush will work really good too to get in those little tight little areas. But I've noticed that just by doing this has really helped prolong the life of the boot as well. And then it also too helps with the repelling water. So every time you put any type of soap or degreaser on a boot, you always want to try to put some oil back on it. It will help out the boot. And these boots here have a lot of rubber protectant, so there's not a lot of surface area you have to cover. That's what I like about these Timberlands. They have lots of protection on the toe and heel, so that's usually what breaks down first, besides the sole. So I think the sole's gonna give out before these boots do, and I don't know if I can find somebody to resole these. It'd probably, like I said, probably be cheaper just to buy a new pair rather than have these resoled, which is a shame. because there's a lot of life left in these boots. I mean, even though I've worked in them, I've wore socks usually, but sometimes I'd go without socks, and but I would just clean them out real good, and they still just, I can't kill these boots, man. They're just really good boots. I'm just gonna wipe oil all over this thing because they're work boots, and I don't care. I don't care if they're all oily or greasy. I'm more concerned about, I'll hit these again too when I get home. So you can see already the difference just by hitting them with a little oil. Because that other one's really dry. Now let's hit these this is more like a cowboy boot, but I really like these. I actually prefer these now over those, because especially when you're stump grinding in the wintertime, there's absolutely I don't get any sawdust anywhere, because usually when I wear those, I have a tendency to not tie them all the way up, and I'll end up getting sawdust and dirt and stuff inside my boots. Where these, as long as you're wearing long pants, it's hard to beat these bad boys. Problem is, in the summertime they get hot, especially in Florida. So it's like you have the choice of getting dirt in your shoes and your boots or getting super hot. So it's kind of like the choice. They need to make a boot that's cooler but still keeps the water and the dirt out. I don't know if that's possible, but so that really darkened it up. Now they almost look like black boots. It's hard to get in that seam. I really need to get like a toothbrush or something. But love these boots, man. I actually bought another pair, and I didn't realize the break-in time. They're actually pretty tight when you first get them, and I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I gave them away. Next time I'll order a wide pair. These are 11s. I need like 11 wide, because they're really super tight on me. I got a wide foot, and they're tight on me until you wear them a month or two before you break them in. And I'm so comfortable in these. I'd rather wear a boot that's a little bit scuffed up than have to wear a brand new boot for 2 or 3 months to break it in. Spoiled, I guess. Once you break a pair of these in, man, you just don't want to go back to a brand new boot again. I don't care if they look better or not. These things are awesome. So I'm going to take care of them, and hopefully maybe in the near future I can order a wider pair, and then hopefully the break-in time won't be as bad. It'll be more comfortable off the rip, because they're hard to get on at first too as well. I don't know if you guys are going to stick with me, but I guess I should oil that last boot up, be done with it, and I can just touch it up with a toothbrush later on. But man, what an awesome pair of boots. I'm just going to oil everything up. I don't know if that's going to help or not, but that bottom is protected. I don't think it'll hurt it. I might even put some rubber sealer or something in that hole there. I don't know. Got to find something that'll seal that up without looking terrible. Or I could just paint it with a permanent marker, but still I want to get something to fill that hole in where I kick something. Oh man. Finished a job yesterday. 2 pine trees. But it was so hot out. Steve started getting heat stroke, man. So these are the best shirts from Walmart. If you want a shirt that that looks good and doesn't really get dirty, and it's lighter than black, these dark navy blue, and they're sweat wicking, so it's about the only shirt you can get that you can wear for work and not ruin it the first day. Looks decent, and it's still cooler than black. Black is just, I mean, this is dark, but black is a whole nother level, because the wicking helps. But man, you want if you get a cooler, if you get like I used to wear like the green, that high vis green, and after one day the shirts are ruined, man. They're just like, it looks like you just rolled in a grease ball. You know, you rolled around on the floor in a mechanic shop. So these are filthy, dirty, like stained up, but you can't tell. Black's the same way, but it's just, they're way too hot, man. So it's the best I could do as far as looking good and not having to buy shirts all the time. So I ended up just going with the blue. We got about like 20 of these shirts. I gave the rest away or gave them to Goodwill, because it's just not even worth it. You can't work in anything but these shirts and look. I mean, you know, if you guys work in the field, I don't care what kind of shirt you wear, any color, it's gonna get ruined. Dark navy blue is the only thing you can wear besides black. It will not ruin the first day. All right, guys, I think I am done ranting, but I am done with my work boots. And I will put another coat maybe on when I get home, and a toothbrush to the seams, and I am done. I got some company coming in today, so I'm gonna get all my little chores out of the way. Got a couple little palm trees to trim today and some estimates, and take it easy, visit with family. And we got everybody coming in for Easter, so hopefully Ayana will be with us and she can enjoy the company of the family coming in town that haven't met her yet. So all right, guys, I will see you on the next one, and be safe out there. And like I said, try these Timberland Pros out. You'd be surprised. Get just some of these dark blue, navy blue shirts. I think they went up. They used to be like $5 or $6. Now they're like $8 at Walmart. But the embroidery costs more than the shirt. All right, guys. Might have a time-lapse video for you at the end of the day. We'll see what happens. Can do a little bit of shop work today as well. Got about that buttoned up. Have a few lights to work on. I think one of the lights on a trailer is not working, and one of the tail lights on the truck, so hopefully get that fixed the next day or two. I will see you on the next one.